to go to the old dredging thing. I meet Snake Man and all this stuff. But before I do that, I'm out in the jungles and I'm being driven by somebody, and they say to me, well, I'm going to show you this other place, or wherever, something I'd like to see. And if we're going, it kind of stands at his brakes, goes, there's a black cobra. I go, cobra? What does that mean? Well, it's going right past us. It's about 6 feet long. I go, God, stop. I get out. Don't get out. I get out. I chase it. Why? I don't know. I chase it, and it's moving away from me, and I'm just thinking, this is thrilling. I mean, here's this black cobra, right? And it kept coming up with and opening its, whatever it is on its head to do whatever. And finally, it kept going and finally got away from me. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I come back and he goes, why do you do that? I go, I just want to see it in person. You always read about this stuff. I like to see things in person. He goes, that's what they call a spitting cobra. The way it kills its prey is it turns and looks right at you and spits right into your eyes. And you're blind. Whatever animal it is, you're blind from that point on. And then you can't do anything. And it comes up and just bites you as whatever it wants to do and kills you. Wow. I wish I'd known that. I'm in the wrong place. I'm just kind of Mr. Nature, like to see things, and but it was a good lesson to say. You probably should learn more about these things before you get in that position. In hindsight, a lot of things I did I probably shouldn't have done, but I'm glad I had some of those experiences. I'm glad I was able to do some of those things. Let's see here. Well, so I guess these things marked as monkey apple, breadfruit, motorcycle, and the raft. So at just some point, I had to go across a river. And the guy goes, I'll get you across. So I got a raft right here. I go, really? Okay, because as far as I can go. But I want to get the other side. Now, this is, I've had stories like that before. This is just another one where I go, sure, that sounds great. If you can get me across there, here's $10, or here's whatever the hell that $10 back then was like $100, $1,000 or something. And they're just going, we'll get you across. Don't worry. I get the bike on it. We got about halfway across. The raft tips over, and the bike goes underneath the water and is gone. My motorcycle. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Now what? Well, I can pay them, and I did. We got to dive down and get that bike. That's my motorcycle. We had to pull it out. It took us a long time. We got it out, got it back to shore, and I had to leave it there. They had to give me a ride back to town, and they came out and we got my bike and took it to the shop, and they said, wow, you kind of messed this bike up. I said, well, okay, here's some money. Can you fix it? Oh, yeah, we can fix it. So I did. So I just know that in my travels, now one of them was I had taken so I've been traveling, and it turns out my boss caught on to, you got these great pictures. Where do you get those pictures? Why I'm doing this and that? Okay, well, I want to go on one of these adventures with you. I said, okay, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go next? I said, well, I'm going to go to Ivory Coast. Now, first off, let me tell you about Sierra Leone, because this is why he knew I could do this. Sierra Leone's over here, Ivory Coast over here. I had to get a visa to go to both places, as far as I remember, but definitely Sierra Leone. And I just said, I had 2 days off. I said, I'm going to go there. I kind of looked at the map, my maps, and I started going there. And I got about partway there, and it started to get what this is called the rainy season, where they're not kidding. I mean, it's raining every day, muddy instead of a road. But I'm on a motorcycle. I can climb up and do these different things, and I'm pretty good at this stuff. And I almost there, and I catch something that throws me off, and I scrape the side of my leg. I'm bleeding pretty good, but I was an EMT, and I go, but I'm not dying, so I'll be okay. Let me just wrap it with my T-shirt or something. And I kept going, and I got to the capital city of Freetown, Sierra Leone. And when I was in there, it turned out they had just started what they call a gas war or whatever. We're not selling any more gas. I go, I don't live here. I got to go back, 300 miles that way tomorrow and be at work or something. They go, I got money. We don't care. We can't. Whoever the government says we can't sell anymore. I said, okay, but if you come back tomorrow, everybody has the first chance of whatever we do have to sell. I go, I got money. That was the old thing. It seemed like you'd always could pay somebody to do something, but not this time. I said, okay, well, let me go spend the night at this thing and kind of bandage my wounds and all that. And next morning I get up and I come in, and the guy said, let me tell you something. We have no gas, and everybody, as far as we can tell, you're not going to get it for 3 weeks. I go, well, I can't be out here for 3 weeks. Is there anybody I can talk to? And he says, I'll tell you what, you're talking to the right person, because I'm going to give you some gas, and you don't have to pay me anything extra for it. I go, what are you talking about? I said, I just like your story. You're out here riding around looking for stuff or doing whatever. Somehow he changed the rules and gave me gas, and holy shit, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. And I started going back, and I couldn't believe it. I was going to be there for 3 weeks, and there's no way to even communicate back to my boss. I'm not coming back. Anyway, so I'm on my way back. But what they do have checkpoints there. Where are you going? I'm going here. How much money do you have? I got this much money. Okay. Where's your visa? I got it right here. So everything looks good. So on the way back, I'm literally pretty close to the border of Monrovia, Liberia and Sierra Leone. So I'm just about ready to leave, and I thought it was the last checkpoint. They said, "Well, give me your paperwork." Oh yeah, okay, you're good. How much money you got? I got this much money. Okay, everything looks good. You didn't do it. Okay, great. Okay, and they said, "Okay, go ahead." And I go, "What about my paperwork?" "Oh, you don't need that. This is the last checkpoint." I go, "Well, I've always had it." No, you don't need it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I'm leaving. I keep going. I get to the real border, the checkpoint. Where you been? I've been right over here. Well, show me your paperwork. I said, I can't show you my paperwork. The last checkpoint took my paper. They wouldn't have done that. I go, oh, yeah, that's what I thought. And I told them that, and they said, yeah, no, this is no problem. And let me see what you got. Oh my God, you're smuggling money from Sierra Leone back into Liberia? I go, no. Why would I be doing that? Well, because that's what people do. They're making money. You're bringing money in and you're going to sell the money for 3 times as much. I said, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm telling you. I said, do you know this checkpoint? I go, we know that checkpoint. They never would have done that. And then I went, okay, I'm in trouble right now because I know they did it. I know that we know where that checkpoint is. And to me, this is a setup. They said, we're literally going to throw you in jail right now. And we're going to ship you back to Freetown, Sierra Leone tomorrow. And you're going to go on trial for smuggling money, trying to smuggle money, or you're smuggling money back into Liberia. I go, what? What? Is there anything I can do? No. Well, you can do something. You can tell the judge when you get there. But nothing looks good to you. You got money. You have no paperwork. I said I had paper. You have no paperwork. I go, yeah, you're right. I don't have any paperwork. So they throw me in jail. And a jail, meaning I'm in the middle of a third world country, which means it's not even it's not a city, it's not a town, it's not a village. It's nothing. And they got a jail, they're going to put me in this caged area. I go, okay, put me in the caged area. And my mind started going, I'm in real trouble here. These people don't play by the rules. I got to find a way out of here. And they got my motorcycle right over there. And I kept looking out there going, would they really shoot me if I tried to get my motorcycle and go? Yeah, they probably would. But I don't know for sure And where I'm at now, I'm in a lot of trouble. So, maybe going back and having them find me guilty and whatever they do is, but I'm not being shot as far as I could tell. But I sat there hour after hour. 10 hours later, I hear them arresting other people trying to come across or whatever. As far as I can tell, they were raping women. I could hear them screaming and doing what I'm going, oh, they don't care about us. They don't care about anybody. And I'm not getting out of here alive, as far as I could tell. Or maybe I am, but who knows? And so I said, my bike's right over there. I'm going to run over, get on my bike. All I have to do is go across one bridge, and I'm in Liberia, and they have no control over it, technically, as far as I know. I mean, my mind's trying to figure this out. I kept saying, we'll do it now. No, not yet. I gotta wait my right time. 2 hours go by. I think I'm right? Not yet. A little bit longer. I think I can do this. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna go. And literally, I'm going to run out and grab my bike and go because I was, anxiety, whatever. It was too much for me. And I mean, I'm like 2 minutes away from doing this. After being there forever. And the guy comes up and goes, hey, here's your paperwork. We're sorry we detained you. And go on your way. I go, what are you talking about? Are you going to shoot me as I try to get out of here? Like, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't feel like that. I know it doesn't seem right. Anyway, so hands me my paperwork, get on my motorcycle, I drive away. I go, that's crazy. Because they would have shot me 3 minutes before that if I had jumped on my motorcycle. Was able to get on my motorcycle, drive back, and a good story to tell. Yeah. I'm not, bringing money, selling money, doing any of these things, but you don't have any way to prove that. And even though my mind had told me, don't give that paperwork up, they're telling me, no, you don't get this back. This is the end of the line. You've already done what you're supposed to do. We need documentation too. So we're going to keep your stuff. Well, that's a game. Why did they let me go? I have no idea. Did they see that I was going to jump on that motorcycle and they're going to have to kill me? God only knows. Why they very calmly said, here you go, sir. Sorry we delayed you. You can go on your way. Which I did. So just another adventure as far as I'm concerned about you're really not in the same world. And even though we have problems here where people take advantage of other people because of the situations they're in, that was a mystery to me that they were going to let me go back. I didn't have to give them any money. They had my money. They gave me my money back. I go, none of this made any sense to me. It still doesn't today. Except for they had me and maybe somebody had said, you take that white person and you do something like that to him and you're gonna find out that actually people come looking for him and you may not like when they come to get him, right? Maybe that happened. They didn't seem afraid of any of that stuff. They were doing whatever they were doing. They didn't care, as far as I could tell. So, thank you. I'm thanking them right now because I'm glad they did what they did. It goes back to there's all these adventures that I have or have had, and learning about what's important in my life and where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do. I was really there to try to find out what the country is all about. Great place, and these kind of stories I'm telling are kind of like maybe you're going, oh, that's kind of negative. Well, most of all of this stuff was great. So one of the things I would do, because I traveled all over the place, I got in the habit of, I learned, if I come up to a checkpoint, I've got a motorcycle helmet on, I'm on my motorcycle. If I drive up to a checkpoint and they've got guns like this, I just go like this, and I keep going. And they salute me back and let me go. I go, holy shit. So somehow that was okay, and I did that a lot. I'm going to just tell you this one story where in the middle of nowhere, and they jump in front of me, they got the guns right to my head, get off your bike, put your hands behind your back. I go, oh my God, yeah, well, it seemed to always work except for this time. And they take me in handcuffs with the guns to my head up to the general of some sort, the general, and I go, hey, this guy was just trying to run the border or something like that. And the guy looks at me and goes, no, man, what the hell are you doing out here? I go, I'm just traveling around. I'm looking at him going, I know you from somewhere. Well, of course, I work for Bingo or whatever. Everybody knows me, right? He goes, get those handcuffs off this guy. What the hell are you doing treating this person like that? He goes, I'm so sorry. Go on your way. Well, I did. So, who knows? I mean, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But so I'm going to have to read my notes again because I get kind of confused with some of this stuff. But a lot more things happened. And as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest experiences of my life, including the fact that now I have a family. So I'll talk to you soon.